Let's talk about the man by the pool of Bethesda. This man had been there for 38 years. Jesus walks up and asks him a piercing question. Do you want to be made whole? Instead of answering directly, the man explains the system he believed in, a seasonal miracle system. Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred. This man was standing before the living water, but he was still waiting for a pool. He was face to face with the Messiah, yet his mind was still fixated on the method. Do you see the tragedy? The gift, the instrument, the method. These are only tools. God can change them, but when our faith gets trapped in a system, in the sling, in the pool, in the bush, we risk missing the new thing God is doing. Many are still waiting for the angel to stir the water when Jesus has already stepped into their situation. And that's why he asked, do you want to be made whole? Because wholeness isn't about the tool. It's about trust. Not in the sling, not in the dream, but in the one who gives both and calls us to go beyond both. Let's go back to David. What if he had turned the sling into a golden idol? What if after slaying Goliath, he built his whole army strategy around a sling ministry? He would have died in battle. David had to grow into new weapons. He had to train. He had to grow. Not just in his heart for God, but in his expression of service. That's why David was not just a worshiper, but a warrior, a king, and a prophet. But what enabled that growth? Wisdom. And not just any wisdom, wisdom from God. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally. James 1:5. Joseph had that wisdom. David walked in it. And even Jesus, yes, Jesus, the very Son of God, demonstrated it. He healed using different methods. Sometimes a touch, sometimes a word, sometimes mud and spit. And once, he even told someone to dip in a river. Why? To break us from the mindset that the method is the miracle. The power wasn't in the pool, or the mud, or the sling, or even the dream. The power was in the presence, in obedience, in alignment. And that's where God is calling us today, to grow, to ask, Lord, what's the tool for this season? What is no longer needed? What is still sacred? David honored the sling. He didn't dishonor it, but he knew it was not the throne. Joseph honored the dream, but he didn't chase dreams. He managed nations. Moses honored the bush, but he didn't build a shrine around it. He led people through wilderness. And now it's your turn. What tool are you still carrying that was only meant to get you through the last battle? Are you still looking at the pool when Jesus is standing right in front of you? In part 3, we'll dive into what the final weapon must be. The one that never fades. The gift you must never put down. The one gift all others bow to. Don't miss it.